Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we are doing what blessings are coming your way. And to do this reading we are going to be picking 4 piles together. Let's see what we have for today's reading. I see 1, 2, 3 and 4. Let's see what our piles are for today. For pile number 1, we have Diligence. For pile number 2, we have Courage. For pile number 3, we have Taking Risks. And for pile number 4, we have Adventures. If you like to pick with crystals, let me add these right now. There we go. So for pile number 1, we have the Selenite, and this is what your crystal looks like. For pile number 2, we have the Amythyst, and this is what your crystal looks like. For pile number 3, we have the red Jasper, and this is, can you see that? This is what your crystal looks like. For pile number 4, we have the green Aventurine, and this is what your crystal looks like. All right, so take a look at which one of these 4 piles or 4 crystals you're the most drawn to, and that will probably be the pile for you here today. And as I always encourage you, listen to your intuition, because it is your magic that always guides you to the right readings. So whether it's calling for you to just check one pile out, you know that's the one and that's it, or perhaps several. Some of you even know your order of the piles, in which order you're going to watch the piles. So wonderful to watch. Or perhaps today you feel drawn to all of them, and all of them will be your blessings today. Whichever it is, trust your intuition, let it guide the way, and as usual, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times, and I'll see you in your readings. Hey soul family, welcome to your shuffling and card picking process. It is so lovely to have you guys around as we prepare for your piles. And as you know, today we're taking a look at what blessings are coming your way. All right, so to do this reading, these are the decks that we will be using for your reading today. Let me introduce them to you. On the left are the oracle decks, and on the right are the tarot decks that we will be using. And if you're interested in any of the decks that I use, you'll find that I always leave their names down in the description box for you to check them out whenever you feel called to do so. All right, so before we begin preparing your pile, let's set the intention for today's reading. We want to kindly know what blessings are coming your way soon. All right, so 1, 2, I feel this one, 3, and 4. Wonderful. Right. I feel like this one wants to come out, so I'm going to take it. Well, since these are 2s, no, I'll leave them the way they're meant to be. Okay. What blessings are coming your way? What blessings are coming your way, my dear soul family? What blessings are coming your way? That is pile number 1 with the selenite. And that is pile number 2. With the amethyst. Pile 3. With the red Jasper. And pile number 4. With the green Aventurine. There we go. So our 4 piles for today's reading are now ready. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I love you and appreciate you guys. Love your energies. Very blessed to have you as soul family. Thank you. And let's get straight into your reading. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the selenite as well as this really interesting... Ooh, okay, your reading is ready. As well as your card Diligence. I wonder how this is going to fit into your reading. I kind of see a theme here with the selenite as well as these fallow lands. But let's first take a look at the rest of your cards. And as you know, we're taking a look at what blessings are coming your way. This card chose to come out first. Ooh, talk about agriculture. We have grapes. Time to go out and have fun. Lovely. Let's keep your main card, your oracle card there. And my dear pile number 1, you also have the 25th moon mansion with Rebel, and it's ruled by Uranus and Mercury in Aquarius. Very interesting. Let's keep this right there. You also have Saturn in Aquarius again with eccentricity. You seem to have a lot of Aquarius in your reading today. Right, let's now take a look at your tarot cards. So you have the Ace of Wands. Something is certainly about to start, perhaps after a long pause. You have the Hermit. You have the Three of Pentacles. You have the Seven of Wands. All right. You have the Page of Wands. Really interesting. For this pile, you only have one of these tarot cards and one of this one. Okay. So you have the Page of Wands and the Page of Wands again. Now that is certainly very significant. Only one came out and both of them came as the Page of Wands. This is definitely signifying that something is about to begin for you now, my dear pile number 1. Let's explore further on what this could be. We have to be more careful with the new YouTube rules. All right, so with Uranus and Mercury in Aquarius, both cards actually as well being in Aquarius, this is out of the traditional, out of the norm. You're getting something unexpected that should only come in a certain context or a certain way. But here we see you're getting it anyway, even though the context is not there. So, for example, let's say you would usually get a break or a day off. For example, during a specific time of the year or a certain day that is known to be off, then what you're getting, that's if it's a vacation or a time off, of course, then you're suddenly getting a time off from your manager saying, you know what, just take the day off today. Today, you're not working. Or perhaps getting a lump sum that you usually would get if you work hard, but you're getting a bonus that is not expecting. So the first thing that I'm seeing, I'll be exploring more your cards, but the first thing that I'm seeing is that with the yod here, the Hebrew letter yod on the Hermit, which means hand, you're receiving something that is out of context, out of the ordinary, that you're not expecting because it doesn't come in that context. For a lot of you, my dear pile number one, but not necessarily, but for a lot of you, this could be time off, because I'm seeing fallow lands here, and fallow lands in agriculture is a time period or a season where farmers don't plant anything in that land to give it a break so that it gets time to pick up its nutrition, break any cycle of pests or disease, or, you know, giving it a break so that the crops the next time come out more colorful and more nutritious. So for a lot of you, you're getting an unexpected time off, but not necessarily. This doesn't just have to be a time off. It could be really anything that you really love and value that is coming unexpectedly for you. Again, I'm seeing a lot of yods in the Ace of Wands. It looks like, my dear pile number one, that within this blessing that is coming for you very soon, you have a lot of options to choose from. So it's not just something out of the ordinary, but it's more like, for example, you're getting a bonus. Would you like that in the form of a longer vacation, or would you like that in the form of finance, or would you like that in the form of a new car, since perhaps your company is getting a car shipment, you know what I mean. You're getting a lot of options to choose from within this blessing that is coming to you. Now let's explore this blessing. We already know that it could be in the form of some time off, but not necessarily. Let's pick up your tarot cards and see, because 2 pages of wands really shows me that this is going to be something that you're excited about, something that you will absolutely love, coming out of the blue, unexpected, giving you a break from life, or a break from hardships in finances, a break in at work, something like that. So what are the options that we're seeing for pile number one, please, with regards to what's coming for them that they're not expecting? 1, 2, and 3. I actually feel like the one on the top has moved, and that's why I'll take it as well. So my dear pile number one, you have the 4 of Wands. You have the 3 of Pentacles. You have the 7 of Swords. And And you have the Ace of Wands again. Four of Wands is actually pretty surprising to me. Four of Wands and Three of Pentacles. This is a milestone at work that you weren't expecting. Perhaps you thought that something was going to take longer to work or to give you that type of achievement, but lo and behold, this milestone comes very easily to you, and you're celebrating that milestone way further ahead before you expected to celebrate it, my dear pile number one. So that's the first thing that I'm seeing. Also, with the Three of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords, this is kind of like unexpected, like a cheat, or like some sort of shortcut again. Like you're supposed to reach this certain position. When you pass by a certain position first, I see you crossing over that. It almost feels like cheating, but it's not. This could also be cheat days, like days off that you weren't expecting to have, because perhaps there is a huge event happening in your company and they don't need you to be there this week, and you can actually take it off. Like your manager saying, you know what, since you're not going to be doing anything really this week, why don't you take it off and rest? You've been working hard. Something like that. Some sort of what almost feels like a cheat, but really isn't a cheat. So better position, some time off, a milestone coming up way sooner than expected. Yeah, better position, some days off that you were not expecting at all. Or, as mentioned before, one of the things that is coming out of the blue, you getting to choose one of many options of something. Like, for example, let's say you work in the clothing industry or the electronics industry, and your company has really good products that they're offering to their employees, just for simply having sometimes a bump on the box on the outside or something. And you have one of your perks these days that you weren't expecting is that you'll have so many products to choose from that you would love to pick one from. So I know it's a general reading, but do expect, my dear pile number one, these are the options that we've explored. It's going to be one of these, it seems, that you will have something unexpected that is amazing in the field of your work. This is where your blessing is falling. And so it'll be one of these things. You'll be picking from a plethora of things. You'll have some days off, paid days off that you weren't expecting, or a milestone that you're reaching early, something like that, my dear pile number one, that is happening in your work, with the Three of Pentacles as well, coming up twice, quite soon. Is perhaps even these days as you're listening to this reading. All in all, with the 2 pages of wands, I was so surprised with that. There is a highlight that you are going to be very excited about this. It's like an amazing break from life. It's out of context, and you're not expecting it, and you'll be flying over the moon when you hear about it. Now, with regards to whatever you're going to be choosing from, it's represented here as the Seven of Wands, which shows me that this is something that you previously found a challenge in, but now it's coming to you easily. It's not something that it would be nice to have. It's something that you have had some challenges with. Like, for example, let's say you really wanted to buy yourself a new mixer because yours wasn't working, and you really need your mixer when you prepare your food every single day for yourself and your children. And so out of the blue, you get to pick between a plethora of different electronics, and one of them is an amazing mixer, and you can't believe that you got it. So that's just an example. Or let's say your child really needed you to go to their play, you never had the time, and you're now picking between the times off that you're allowed to take, and one of these intervals of times is during that play, and you can't believe that you'll be able to attend your child's play, and so on. So here I'm seeing that if it comes in the form of options, it will be in something that you've previously found a challenge in, and it's going to be resolved for you. This benefit or blessing that you're getting, whether it's a new position or like we've discussed some time off or whatever it is exactly, as I can see here, is going to be one benefit that will help you in many other areas of your life. It's going to be one benefit that will help you in so many ways. And the reason I'm saying that is because you have the grape. It's one fruit, but it's got all of these, what do we call them? Pulps? All of these little grapes in them. Same with this Ace of Wands here. So I'm seeing the idea of one big blessing solving many things at the same time. This is quite big, my dear pile number one. This is no small issue at all. It's going to be very relieving, because it is helping you in so many ways that you really need it. And the wonderful thing about it is that it's coming out of the blue, unexpected for you. And that's why you were drawn to the selenite, because that's the idea of the selenite. It clears the air from bad energy. So we're seeing a problem or a situation or issue that you were previously really worried about, and with that unexpected gift or blessing, it's clearing out all of these issues once and for all. It's like a kind break from the universe. Do expect that, my dear pile number one. That is definitely happening for you. Let's take a look at timing as well. When can you expect this blessing to appear in your life? Can we kindly get more information, please, for pile number one? When can they expect this blessing? 1, 2, and 3. All right, so pile number one, you have the 4 of Swords. Right away, we see that it's unexpected. For a lot of you, it could be a rest as well with the 4 of Swords. You have the Chariot, which gives me the impression that this is something that's happening right away. 7 shows me that it's within this week. And the King of Wands. King of Wands is number 14. So perhaps the second week in December, or if this is of course the timeless reading, second week from whenever you're watching this reading, a week or two. I'm inclined to say by mid the month you're watching, so this could be mid-December. 4 of Swords could be near a weekend or near some sort of vacation. And my dear pile number one, this is exactly what I see in your reading. There isn't too much information. It's a general reading. There are different ones, but you will find that it falls within one of the things that we saw. Expect the unexpected a week from now, my dear pile number one. That was your reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Also, if you enjoy Zodiac Tarot readings, by the way, make sure you check out my other channel. It's the first link in the description box. And please, don't forget to check out my productivity book, my dear pile number one. This book could really help you out next year in setting goals and achieving all of these goals that really speak to your heart. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it, but you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 1, that was your reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. So excited for you. Expect the unexpected very soon. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Amythyst as well as the Courage card. And as you know, we're taking a look at what blessings are coming your way soon. So let's explore your cards and see what you have for today's reading in terms of your blessings. We're going to take a look at your oracle cards first. So you have the Balsamic Waning Fire Moon with Compromise. Really cool. Okay. All right. You also have Moon in Scorpio with Power. Okay. Courage, power. I'm seeing strong energies here. You also have Tiger. See, again, the strength of your cards are so potent today, pile number 2. Doing something risky, taking a chance. Perhaps this is why there is such strong energy. All right, let's keep it here. We, of course, never know what tea leaves want to say until we take a look at the rest of your reading. So let's take a look at your tarot cards. You have the Queen of Wands. All right, powerful energy again. You have the Lover's card. You have the Ace of Swords. Are you going to be making some sort of choice or something? Perhaps. Let's see. You also have, wow, the 10 of Cups. You have, how about we push pile number 4 just a little bit up? I don't want to mess it up. Okay, so you have the Queen of Wands again. Interesting. You have the 6 of Pentacles. All right. The Page of Swords. And you have the 3 of Cups. So what blessings are coming your way, my dear pile number 2? The Lover's card here shows me that you will be taking some sort of risk, because the Lover's card is a card of choice. So you're making a decision, but it seems like it's a very risky one. One that will turn out completely in your favor. I see here that you're making an educated decision, meaning that you can see some sort of opportunity very clearly. And although it's going to take some sort of compromise from you, because it is a risk, and this compromise could be either finances or money or some worries, there is some risk that you're putting in, but you're very sure about it. This is something that you are about to do in your near future. With the Page of Swords, you've really studied this. You're making an educated choice here. With the Ace of Swords, you really have clarity about it. Now it looks like it's going to bring very favorable results because you have the 10 of Cups. I see that you will be celebrating taking that decision because it's going to come in your favor. Queen of Wands twice shows me that you are going to be in a very powerful, very good position for making that decision. Now this could be one of the great hits of luck in your life, like you seeing an opportunity in another company, for example, even though you've been in this company for as long as you know, and it's going to be a great hit of luck for you to see that opportunity to go and tell them about yourself and be hired without risking, you know, being unemployed. It could be an investment opportunity that you can see. It's scary. It could be a very big one. It requires that you make a quick decision, and perhaps you're going to take that decision after having studied it very well. I mean, it is a big risk, but what I see in this combo here is, on one hand, you feel like it's a crazy risk. On the other hand, you have calculated this and thought about this, and it can't really, unless for any reason out of your hands, go in any way except the way that you can see it. It makes a lot of sense. It is a risk, of course, but it does make a lot of sense, and you feel like it's going to reap you a lot of benefits. This reading could be vague to you at the moment, but it looks like it is something that you're about to do in your near future. Look forward to you fishing an opportunity or seeing an opportunity, taking that risk, and finding yourself in a very good position because you've taken a risk like that. My dear pal number 2, soon you'll find yourself in a very good position. And you see with the Lover's card here, this person or this figure is holding a sword. You are really equipped with information and with a clear vision of what you want to do. You know, this reading, however, is a bit vague. I do want to pick up your tarot cards and find out the different circumstances or the different situations in which you will find yourself in this position, because I do know that it's a general reading. So what could this opportunity be? In what field is this opportunity in? For pile number 2, please. Is this like some sort of new house that they're getting, a new place that they're living in? Is it in their work, in their career? Is it a financial opportunity? What kind of opportunity are we seeing for pile number 2, please? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you have the 9 of Wands, the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, it is a bold move for sure. You have the 5 of Cups. It's in an area where you currently feel some sort of lack. So maybe you're doing well at your work, for example, but you feel that you lack that huge growth that you deserve, or you lack that big oomph or big leap that you're dreaming of, something like that. In an area where you're not doing bad, but you lack the dream, you lack the magnitude to which you want. You have the Queen of Pentacles. For a lot of you, this could be financial. You have the Fool card. You're definitely taking an amazing risk that will reap great results. And you have the Hermit. So what are we seeing as the different options here? This is really interesting, actually, with the 9 of Wands. I didn't think about that. This looks like, for a lot of you, it has to do with you being bold. The risk you're taking has to do with your boldness in terms of doing something that you haven't done before. For example, like this specific 9 of Wands, it could be public speaking or performance or doing something in front of everyone. You know for some reason that if you do that, it is going to reap you great results. So you're putting yourself out there. There's the risk. You putting yourself out there, but you know you perhaps have the skills, the logic, or a brilliant solution, something that if you speak out, you know others will like. Like, for example, let's say you have a great solution for the company that you're working in, and you want to speak up, Maybe you are usually afraid of speaking out about it. Maybe you're gonna write a whole email suggesting something, and it's scary to do it because you're gonna be CCing everyone. Maybe you're actually gonna be bold and talk to all your team members about it. Maybe you want to be a stand-up comedian. Maybe you want to do some sort of public speaking. There is something about you being bold and taking a step in terms of communicating with others or putting yourself out there. And it does look like you are going to be impressing people very much. With the 2 Queen of Wands, it really shows that it's going to create popularity for you. It's going to create attraction towards your character and personality, your talent, or what you're talking about. And it's going to put you in a very, very good position. With the 10 of Cups, it's showing you the rewards that you've been looking for, and I see you very happy with the 10 of Cups, like you achieving everything that you wanted and maybe even more, because 10 is an excess of an energy, and you being very happy about it. The main card that we saw here, or the last card, was the 3 of Cups. You ending the reading with celebrating something great. You went outside of your comfort zone, and it looks like it brought you a lot of results in a much faster way than you would have done it if you weren't to take that step. 7 of Pentacles and 5 of Cups shows me that otherwise, without this bold risk, you would have been growing, but maybe you wouldn't have reached that level that you are dreaming of. And it takes some boldness, and it takes some sort of big risk for someone to get that type of results. And I see you making that choice, being bold and reaping the benefits. All right, so that's one scenario that I see here. Queen of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Hermit shows me that some of you will be making a financial decision, a grand risk in a financial position, but albeit very educational with the Hermit. You're very aware of what you're doing. Although it's very risky, it's exactly what we've been seeing, educated risk. This could be in putting your money in something that you can see will bring you great returns. Or again, with the Queen of Pentacles, this could be something that has to do with your career, because the Queen of Pentacles has reached the dreams that she wants in terms of building her own kingdom or her own realm. So maybe, like we suggested in the beginning of the reading, you seeing another opportunity at work and jumping on it. Or maybe you talking to your manager about a different position. Or you going solo, because the Queen of Pentacles is an independent character. So maybe you're going solo. But overall, my dear pile number 2, I really see that one of the biggest blessings coming your way soon is you, first of all, noticing a great opportunity, studying it very well with the Page of Swords and the Ace of Swords, and making an educated decision with it, jumping on it. I see you being bold. I see your character showing in whatever you're going to jump into, whether this has to do with putting yourself out there, or making a risky turn in your business. It is all related to you being bold, for sure, with the Queen of Wands showing up twice. You being bold, putting yourself out there, doing the right thing despite it being very scary and worrisome. And you are going to be reaping huge results. And maybe one of the cornerstone moves in your life, it's going to be a huge jump, a leap to the regular growth that you usually make in your life. A big leap that may not have been achieved otherwise had you not taken that bold move. And look forward to that, my dear pile number 2. You're making a bold choice very soon that is really changing your life significantly. How about we check timing and we see when is that about to begin for you? This is, of course, a timeless reading, but with the time, I think it works more when you watch it right away, unless it resonates with you. So timing for pile number 2, please. When can they expect, please, to... Oh, this one as well. Interesting. When can they expect this bold move, or them seeing this big opportunity and jumping on it? So do remember, my dear pile number 2, that when you see that opportunity, and remember, when you do act on it, it is going to be very successful. So you have the Ace of Cups. You have the Two of Wands. 1, 2, you have the 8 of Swords, and you have the King of Swords. So timing. 1 and 2 gives me 12 right off the bat. So for some of you, you may have already noticed something. So that's for some of you. This shows me that it could be something that you've already noticed, because we can see the Two of Wands going between two things already and considering looking at something, an opportunity that they want to unlock. So some of you have already noticed something and they're thinking about it. This reading is a confirmation that it's going to go well. Also, with the 8 of Swords and the King of Swords, it's funny, I'm intuitively seeing it in another way. The swords look to me like 1 and 1. So this could be at the very beginning of the year. Yeah, look forward to something very soon coming up. It's already either brimming in your world or happening in your world, or it might about to begin for you within the next 2 weeks. And since this is a timeless reading, whenever you're watching this, remember, within the next 2 weeks. That's what I see here, because this could be 1-1, meaning the 1st of January. It could be also 1 and 2, giving within a week or two. Again, Ace and 2 within a week or 2. My dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I wish you the best of luck in terms of that bold decision that you'll be making. May you always be successful and reap great results for the heart and for the things that you want, for the heart that you put in and the things that you want to achieve. This was your reading, my dear pal number 2. Look forward to that. And if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Also, if you enjoy zodiac tarot readings, make sure you check out my other channel. It's the first link in the description box. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book. My dear pile number 2, this book could really help you out in the next year, setting your goals and achieving everything that you've set out from the very beginning, becoming and achieving the things that you want. This book is very simple. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it. But you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pal number 2, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm wishing you the best from my heart. I know what it's like to want something and to be bold and to go out and get it. And I know you're going to achieve big things. That's what your cards are showing. Look forward to achieving and celebrating something very soon. My dear pal number 2, it was such a pleasure doing this reading. All the best of luck, my dear pal number 2. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the red Jasper as well as the card Taking Risk. You know, if you were drawn to pile number 2, I would highly recommend you watching it if you feel drawn to it, because it was greatly about taking risks. So you might want to check that out. Let's now begin your reading. We're taking a look at what blessings are coming your way. I do know that you have 2 tea leaves. I remember from your the preparation of your pile. Let's take a look at your oracle cards first. So you have Black Moon Water with isolation. You also have Moon in Aquarius with independence. You have, wow, wealth. Okay, really, really cool. And isolation, independence. I feel like you're doing something on your own. Maybe a lot of you are actually going solo or something. You're taking some sort of risk completely on your own. And you have Dark Woman. Dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. All right, let's keep this right there. And let's take a look at the rest of your cards. So, my dear pile number 1, you have the 8 of Pentacles with prudence. Interesting, obviously. All right. Again, this idea of taking a very smart risk, calculated risk, prudence. You have the Queen of Swords. I'm gonna we push these a little bit here. There we go. All right, you have the King of Pentacles. Wow, okay. Right. Queen of Swords, King of Pentacles is a beautiful combination. It shows me proper planning for something, being committed to something, and getting exactly what you want out of it. All right, you have the 3 of Cups. A lot of your cards are quite similar to pile number 2. A bit different, like they have the Page of Swords, but again, we're getting the same idea. A little bit different, but it's the same idea. So you might want to check it out. You have the 8 of Wands. You have the 7 of Swords. You have the Sun card. Ah, interesting. And you have the 5 of Swords. So, what is the blessing that is coming your way, my dear pile number 2? We can clearly see right off the bat that you'll be taking a decision very soon, excuse me, on an opportunity that's coming up that is specifically resulting in getting you a lot of financial wealth. And that's what we see with the King of Pentacles as well. King of Pentacles in conjunction to the Sun. This is huge wealth. You're going to be seeing a huge lump sum come your way because of that educated risk that you are taking all on your own here. My dear pile number 3. Now, this decision with the 8 of Wands is a decision that you're going to likely take very quickly. Although it's educated, you know what you're doing, but it's something that you'll have to act on right away. It isn't that type of opportunity that can wait for you to shift and turn and think about it. No, it is definitely a smart decision, because it looks like with prudence here in the 8 of Pentacles. This is a Thoth deck, that's why 8 of Pentacles is seen as prudent. So although it is going to be taken quickly, you do have the experience to take a decision that quickly. I do see that it has to do with wealth. So perhaps you have an eye, just like the hawk here, you have an eye on something that you know is going to get you a lot of money, and for that reason you're maybe risking some of your wealth to get more wealth. That could be for some of you. Or maybe you're job hunting, and you know that if you put yourself out there, that you have the necessary experience and skills for that project that is looking for someone like you, or a company that is looking for someone like you, or you are hunting for a specific type of project to do for a client, and maybe it's a little bit intimidating to, as maybe a small company, to ask for an opportunity like that, but you do know that you have what it takes and that you will be accepted by them. So all in all, I really, just like the hawk, see that in the next couple of days you will be noticing a great opportunity and you will be hunting it down. This opportunity will require some risk from you. Maybe the risk of you speaking up about it to someone or a organization that seems intimidating at first, but it looks like they're really gonna love what you have to present. And because of that risk that you're taking, I see a lot of wealth resulting from that, my dear pile number 3. Now with Dark Woman here, I see that this risk has to do with you speaking to someone or speaking to other people. You know, dark kind of reminds me of not knowing or not being able to see, because we can't see in the dark. So it is an amazing opportunity waiting for you, but you're just like putting yourself out there or taking a risk. Although it's dark, you can't really tell whether it's going to work for you or not. But it's going to be a great hit of luck, because when you do turn on the light with the Sun card, it will result in you getting a lot of financial wealth. So yeah, you're navigating your way through the dark, not really knowing how it's going to turn out to be. You do have a lot of worries, by the way, with regards to this risk, my dear pile number 3. Although you're very prudent, although you thought about this very well, although you to a great extent you know what you're doing, it is still a risk after all, and you are worried. 7 of Swords and the 5 of Swords shows me that by this is no small risk that you're taking here. This is something big. Maybe you are putting all of your money in that risky project. Maybe it's a project, or maybe you are taking a huge risk talking to this company or something of the sort. You're worried about something with this risk that may result, at least in your mind, in you maybe risking something, losing something, but it's not going to turn out like that. And you know it as well with the prudence here. You know that to a great extent, 95%, this is going to turn out amazing. And that's why you're jumping on this opportunity. Although you don't have that time to go back and forth about it. You just have to start acting on it. And with the Sun card in conjunction with the King of Pentacles, we can clearly see that this is going to turn out to give you amazing results. Queen of Swords here really shows us that, all over your reading actually, it really shows us that you will be very committed to that risk that you're taking. You're going to think about it very well. You're going to be very responsible with the Queen of Swords in terms of doing what is necessary to make it work. And we do see with the 3 of Cups that you will be celebrating great results, my dear pile number 3. Very, very interesting. Let's get some more information for you on what to expect with this risk. What are you going to be doing exactly, and how is it going to result into these amazing financial gains that you're getting. I want to explore it further for you, but I do see that you will be dealing with, I want to say, different type of people that you haven't dealt with before. And although there's a lot of mystery, specifically with regards to the people you're going to be talking to or dealing with, you're going to realize that it's not going to be scary after all. It's not going to be as scary as you may think or would have thought it would be, like, not having dealt with these types of people before or this organization before. You know, it's kind of like seeing a really intimidating multinational company, and you want to sell that project to them. You want to be the supplier or whatever it is, the situation. And you get into the building, there's a lot of security. It's just so sophisticated. But then when you actually sit down with the actual people, they look all sophisticated. They're very professional. You talk numbers. Everything is so professional. But when you really get to know these people, yes, of course they're professional, but it's not as intimidating as you initially thought it was. They're, you know, regular people like you and me. They make mistakes too. They want the best for their company. They're trying their best too, and you kind of feel like it's really all about building great connections, all while being, of course, very qualified. There's no question about that. But it's really, they're human beings at the end of the day. It's not as intimidating as you really thought it was. Things are much simpler than what you thought. That's the kind of energy that I'm feeling here. Something that initially looked very scary, very intimidating, but when you get down to it, yes, of course, it does require that level of qualification or quality that is needed. But at the end of the day, it's not as scary at all. And things are pretty normal once you get down to it. My dear pile number 3. That's what I'm seeing here. Yeah, specifically in terms of you dealing with certain type of people, that's very apparent in your reading. Okay, so let's get more information about what this is going to be like and how it's going to work out for you. So can we kindly get more information for pile number 3, please, on that risk that they're taking? What is it going to look like? What are the steps that they're going to go through? What should they expect? More information, please, for them. So you have 2 cards. No, 5. And I feel this one as well. So that'll be 6 cards. All right. So you have, wow, the Wheel of Fortune. My dear pile number 3, sorry. We can really see here that you're going to be very fortunate, very fortunate. Let me repeat it. You're going to be very fortunate and lucky with that risk that you're taking. Make no mistake about that. You have the 7 of Pentacles. I mean, that was even the second card in the clarification cards in pile number 2. That's why I keep getting back to you, checking pile number 2 if you're called to it. You have the Queen of Swords again. Interesting. You have the Knight of Cups. Beautiful. You have the 2 of Pentacles. And last but not least, you have the 3 of Wands. You're going to jump right into it. Right. So we can clearly see here with the Knight of Cups and the 2 of Pentacles and the 3 of Wands that you're gonna catch this opportunity. You're gonna go, oh my God. See, it even looks like a fish hook here. So you're gonna go, oh my God, I can totally do this. I can totally get this amazing opportunity for myself. With the Knight of Cups, you know, the Knight of Cups goes after what their heart desires. They're not thinking about if they're afraid. They're not thinking about the fact that it could go wrong for them. They know it's going to go right, and they're right after what they want, trying to fish it for themselves, right? 2 of Pentacles here shows that when you do go after it, as you're going, see, as you're going after it, you realize that it is a high risk. So you're already going, but a part of you, that's the story that I'm seeing here, but a part of you is like, oh my God, am I really doing that? Looks like I am, because I'm walking towards it. Oh my God, So you're in a risky situation, but you know how when they walk on eggs, it looks like they're gonna break, but because of physics and how it's shaped, when you put it in the right position, you are really it's able to take that pressure when you walk on them without them breaking, without the eggshells breaking. So I'm seeing that, yes, you are walking into a very risky situation that could spoil or break, and you are sometimes doubting it as you're walking. You're like, oh, am I crazy? Am I really about to do that? But you're walking anyways. That's what I'm seeing. That's exactly the energy that I see happening to you in the next couple of days. You know it's risky. You know you're about to do something crazy that might break, but you've thought about it very well, and you're going towards it. You're like, I can do this. I can make this happen for me. And you're going towards it, knowing that you're walking towards a very high risky situation. And that's what we see with the Three of Wands. Now, the Wheel of Fortune popping up first shows me really that you're going to be very lucky with this situation. Although it's very risky, like we mentioned 1,000 times, it is the title of your reading, but you are going to be very fortunate. And with prudence here and the Queen of Swords coming up twice, you have thought about it very well. You've calculated it in many different ways, and it just looks perfect in your mind. You know that if you go, you're gonna get it, and that's probably what is driving you to walk confidently, although it's a very risky situation. Seven of Pentacles here. I did see something about time. Where did I see that? Oh, maybe it was the Seven of Pentacles. So although you're going to be making a lot of money, although you'll be jumping right at it straight away, it does look like to me with the Seven of Pentacles, you are going to be very fortunate, but be patient, my dear pile number 3. It is going to take time to go through the whole process of you pitching it, you starting it off, you doing what is necessary, until you get that type of wealth, strong wealth. It may take a little bit of time, so be patient with it. But overall, it is actually, I'm very happy you clicked on this reading. It is a big blessing coming your way. It's something that's going to stick around for a while for you. Congratulations, my dear pile number 3. Look forward to that in your future very soon. It's going to stay there for a while, a month or 2, 6, I'm not sure. Where you're going to be building the wealth that is resulting from that step that you took. And my dear beautiful pile number 3, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I do invite you to check pile number 2. It was very close, even in the type of cards that came up, so you might want to check it out. I'm so happy for you, my dear pile number 3. Looks like this is the energy these days, if 2 piles are very close like that. All the best of luck with your endeavors and with what you're about to get into. I wish you nothing but the best, and I wish you great results right away. Even if it takes time to create it, at least you knowing in your heart that it's going to be working out for you. My dear pile number 3, that was your reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Also, if you enjoy Zodiac Tarot readings, make sure you check out my other channel. It's the first link in the description box. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, my dear pile number 3. This book could really help you out. Set your goals and achieve them all in the next year. It's really easy. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it. But you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find the link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 3, thank you so much for tuning in. It was so lovely doing your reading. I wish you the best of luck from my heart, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the green Aventurine as well as the card with adventures. Very interesting card. I feel a lot of amazing energy coming from it, especially with the green Aventurine. Let's see what blessings are coming your way. So excited for your reading in specific with the adventures card here. Let's find out more. We'll be starting off with your oracle cards. And yes, you too, pile number 4, you got 2 tea leaves. I remember as we were preparing your piles. By the way, there is a section down below where I prepare all of the piles on camera and every reading. If you didn't know and would like to watch it, it makes you feel calm, makes a lot of people calm and enjoy it. It's down there in the description box. All right, so you have the disseminating, waning water moon with commitment. Interesting. Okay. Let's keep that there. You also have Jupiter in Sagittarius with principle. Oh, sorry about that. So did you see your main card? There, that's how it looks like. Sorry, not your main card, one of your oracle cards. This is Jupiter in Sagittarius with principle. Okay, kind of reminds me of the Hierophant here. And you have Vase, secret admirer. Commitment and secret admirer for some of you. It's not for everyone, but for some of you, you do have a secret admirer that may, with the Hierophant, commit to you. And with adventures as well, it's going to be a lot of great luck. It's going to be a relationship full of luck. And obviously with adventures, it's going to be a very exciting relationship. That's just right off the bat. For some of you, you have haystack, karma. You will reap what you have sown. Interesting. All right, so let's see what your reading is all about. I see a lot of excitement in this reading. Let's move these down there so we have space. There we go. My dear pile number 4, you have the Ace of Pentacles. You have the 6 of Cups with pleasure. I know this pile is going to have a lot of fun with something here. You have the Ace of Cups. Wow. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Something is starting here for sure for you, my dear pile number 4. You have the Knight of Wands. You have the 9 of Cups. Wow, loving your cards. You have the Knight of Pentacles, 2 knights. And knights energy is usually energy of pursuing what you want. So you're either starting something, that you're pursuing something exciting, or someone or something is pursuing you and it's going to begin something wonderful for you. Let's find out together. Wow, you have the Empress. And you have the Tower card. With this Tower card, I kind of feel like something is starting unexpectedly. Something is like starting now for you. So yeah, Tower card shows me and the 2 aces really shows me that something exciting is right to start about now for you. So we don't even need to check timing for you, my dear pile number 4. Something is about to start for you. Let's take a closer look with the haystack. See, my dear pile number 4, it says karma. You will reap what you have sown. And this reminds me of looking for a needle in a haystack. You know, when something says, when the odds are stacked so much against you with regards to something, that getting a certain thing would be equivalent to finding a needle in a haystack. I really feel that's the energy I'm getting and picking up in your reading. That's why you have the Tower card. Total surprise. It's like something that you thought couldn't or wouldn't happen in your life, because the odds are so stacked up, seemingly so stacked up against you. But in the next couple of days, maybe even hours, something is about to start for you that is very pleasurable. Like an example of these could really be so many things. Like I've stated in the beginning, for some of you, you may have a secret admirer that will pop up and tell you how they feel. This could be maybe you moving or traveling to a very exciting locations, and the odds could be things like, how could that happen? I don't even have my papers ready. I mean, I don't have all that much money. Why would I suddenly move to a new location? So it's something that is very hard to think would happen to you is about to begin and happen for you. Examples of these could be how you could move to another location. Let's say you have a friend from school who you haven't talked to in 20 years or 15 years, and they call you up, they find your number, they're like, oh my god, I just met this person and I asked them about you and they gave me your number and I miss you so much. Did you know that now I live in Switzerland, for example, or I live in Austria or whatever it is? Would you like to come and spend some time with me? I miss our old days. And you go, and then once you go there, you guys have a lot of fun and start planning projects together. And now, all of a sudden, the next month, you live in another country. You live in Switzerland or Austria. I don't know why these are popping up in my mind. But I'm just like saying examples of the kind of things that could happen that you may initially think are stacked up against you. Or maybe you are about to get a lot of wealth and you're like, where would that come from? Maybe your parents a long time ago invested in some fund and now it's getting a lot of money out of nowhere. No one expected this, not even your parents when they were around, and now you're getting that money. Or maybe they're getting it and you're getting a share. It could be so many things, but you get the idea of your reading, my dear pile number 4. This is not something you're gonna get soon. This is something you're getting now. Total surprise, unexpected. Something just like looking for a needle in a haystack that you would initially think was stacked up against you. Like, how would you get that big blessing? 9 of Cups shows me that you're really going to be very happy. I'm starting to think with the 2 knights here showing up, 2 aces, 2 knights. The 2 knights are something going after you. That's why you have secret admirer here. I kind of feel like this is happening to you. You're not going to do something to get it. It's more like a phone call, someone ringing you up on your phone saying, hey, did you know that you have these and these rights and now you've won this, now you're getting this. Or hey, I have a crush on you, I exist, and you kind of realize that this is the person you were looking for. It's one thing or the other in that manner, and that's what I see in your reading, and you're about to get something like that now, my dear pile number 4. And since this is the case, and you're gonna find out anyways about it very soon, let's explore together what these could be. I already know that for a lot of you, some of you, it could be a secret admirer popping up in your life, but we want to find out, since it's a general reading, what are the options that we are seeing. So can we kindly, I feel this one, get more information for pile number 4, please, on what options are we seeing here for them when it comes to what is pleasurable that is happening as a surprise here for them, please. So you have the Moon card. Oh, I forgot to tell you something. With karma here, I feel like, as well as what we've explored, this is good karma coming back to you in that form. You have done something in the past, or maybe done a lot of good things in the past, and you're being repaid for them now with this beautiful gift in your life. So let's go back. You have the Moon cards. You have, wow, the Chariot. You have the Two of Swords. The King of Cups. And as you know, we're exploring what could that surprise be. And you have the Seven of Swords. And the Temperance card. Right. Moon card, of course, shows us that this, for some of you, this is a surprise. It's meant to be a surprise. I do see a bride here. So like we've noticed in this corner, some of you will be getting to know your soulmate, someone who you'll be committed to, right? But other than that, the Moon card and the Chariot, this shows me that it's going to pop up for you as a surprise. The Camel here shows me that you have been really patient, or you've endured a lot without this blessing. And now it's time for you to enjoy it in your life, right? Yeah. It's not something that you're looking for. It's something that is popping up in your life. You've been living fine without it, maybe a bit sad. It was rough, just like a camel in the desert, being patient and living through hard circumstances, but living well after all in all. So it's not like you're dying without this great opportunity. You're doing fine, but you'd also love to have it in your life. It would make such a huge difference. So I'm seeing a surprise for some of you. I'm seeing a relationship for some of you. Two of Swords and the King of Cups shows that you're being pursued by someone in a high position that is looking for someone like you. So this could be all of the examples we talked about. A friend who's looking for a real friend and haven't met an honest person that they feel home with for a long time, calling you up and telling you, hey, would you like to come and change your life a little bit and live with me in this country? Maybe an investor looking for someone like you, an employer looking for someone like you. This could be a romantic partner looking for someone like you. This could be anyone really hunting you down. And the funny thing is, they think they're the super lucky ones, and they definitely must be, that they found you. But to you, this is a big blessing, because it's also with the haystack what you've always wanted as well. Seven of Swords and Temperance. This person will be the reason you get a huge shortcut in your life. You know, like something you would see in the movies, a kind of luck. Seven of Swords shows me that you're taking something that you've otherwise maybe had to work very hard to get, but you're getting a hit of great luck, getting that huge shortcut because of that opportunity with this person hunting down. So for example, let's say it's a relationship. You know, in order to find the right person, it requires a lot of people to be out there, to be meeting one person after the next, socializing, and then finally meeting that one person after meeting all of these people that matches your interests and matches your values, matches exactly what you want. But Seven of Swords, I kind of feel like you're getting some shortcut with this person hunting you down. It's like they did this effort, you didn't do it. You know, you're getting that big blessing because they, on their side, they've done the effort and not you. You're getting the blessing. You're getting it very easily, my dear pile number 4. And that's why it's a huge blessing. Temperance shows me it's coming to create great balance in your life. In an area where you would otherwise have to create that balance for yourself. But sometimes we're lucky, right? Sometimes we get a hit of luck where we get something easily, and it balances out a certain area in our lives that where we've lacked that type of I want to say balance or stability, and had to endure a lot without it. So my dear pile number 4, this is exactly what I see in your reading in terms of what blessings are coming your way. I'm so excited for you. I really do hope you update me, guys. I do your readings with every bit of my heart, and I get invested. I would love to hear from your side what happened. If you find out very soon, I would love to know. And other than that, my dear pile number 4, wishing you the best of luck from my heart. May you always be blessed and enjoy the blessings coming for you. This was your reading, and if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Also, if you enjoy Zodiac Tarot readings, make sure you check out my other channel. It's the first link in the description box. And please, don't forget to check out my productivity book, my dear pile number 4. This book could really help you out in the next year to set goals and to achieve these goals all at the same time. So set the goals and achieve them. Enjoy the fact that you've set out important goals and dreams for yourself and have achieved them. This book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it, but you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 4, that was your reading. I'm so excited for you, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye!